here we go.
6'4.5", 366. God, that's a big dude.
Get rid of captions. What are we doing here? Thank you.
I got called the big dude on Tuesday, by the way, and I want to talk about that. But
yeah, 6'4.5", 366. It does go to my arch rival school, but that does not take away the impressiveness of this.
It's a great athletic school.
Yeah, but yeah, man, he's lumbering here.
Dude, his quads are about as big around as our fucking torso is. Oh, that boy's moving.
He's moving. I'm telling you.
Oh, that boy's moving.
Yeah, that was fast.
Oh.
Broken run.
Damn.
Yeah. So very impressive there. I mean, getting close to the 400-pound mark and moving like that is certainly a scary sight. I mean, look at that. Look at that stat. Heaviest players in the combine straight up.
He's fourth overall.
Since 2003, he's the fourth heaviest player in the combine.
Hold on.
Outright.
Since 2003, he is the fourth heaviest player in the combine.
Yeah, dude can move. So, shout out to Vondre Sweat. That's quite something.
Anyway,
there we go.
Tuesday, okay, for this game, I go to a restaurant, bar and grill, bar and pizza place or whatever, with an old friend of ours, Mr. Corbin Champion, to watch the Texas game. And I'm sitting there talking to our bartender, who's a 37-year-old man from the San Fernando Valley in California. His name is Justin. We're sitting there shooting the shit all night, whatever. Towards the end of the night, I stand up and I'm still talking to him, waiting for Corbin to get back from the bathroom. And I don't know what we were talking about, but Justin goes, "No, I'm a big guy." And Justin was a big guy. When I say it, like, Justin was 6'4", every bit of 270, 280, 6'5", maybe. Big dude. And he goes, "Now I'm a big guy." And then looks at me and goes, "Well, I mean, you're a big guy too." And then continues on his story. And so I was like, okay, cool. Now keep in mind, I'm 6'2", $160, $165. Okay, like I'm not in any stretch of the imagination a big guy. I'm tall, sure. And maybe that's what he was referring to. But yeah, at 6'2", $165, getting called the big guy by somebody who's 6'4", 6'5", 280. I got in my truck and I was like, what? Should I be offended? Should I be happy? Was he just saying? I don't know. Anyway, so that was the first time in my entire life I've been called a big guy. So shout out Justin.
Updating our scrolling thing here.
Oh yeah. You shouldn't celebrate it, is my take.
Wyatt said, "The combine is dumb and a textbook commodification of sport. If you want to watch people run sprints, watch a track event." What do you even mean? The combine is not just for money. It's very much a valuable thing.
Yeah, they just televise it. It would happen regardless.
Yeah, the scouts
it's for NFL teams to know where you stack up, but they just televise it because it's fun.
I mean, really, if you want to get into that side of things, all sports all the time are just a commodification of sport. That's an interesting take there, Wyatt. Would love to hear more elaboration on that after stream. This is my last game of the night. Gotta sneak this in still.
Yeah, I've only got one more pick too.
Yeah, I got Washington money line hosting UCLA tonight. This game starts at 9:30. I didn't even acknowledge that the Gonzaga game starts at fucking 10 Central, by the way.
That's brutal.
Yeah, but this game starts at 9:30 Central Time. I think this is a pretty strong spot for Washington here. UCLA has went on a little bit of a skid. They're on an L2. Their road record is not very good. Washington is considerably better at home than they are on the road. 10-5 at home. I don't know if you guys are big math people, but that makes them 5-8 on the road. So just not a good outlook there at all. Washington's getting 3.5 points. I am just going to go ahead and take the juice with the money line. Even though 3.5 is an attractive enough number, that just kind of 3.5 is like the twilight zone for me as far as betting basketball goes, because 3 or less, I'm always taking money line because it's silly to take spread. If games get decided by 1 or 2, you will feel so stupid if you lose your spread by a half point. I'm a big advocate for taking money line in those spots. And 4 or more, then I think you get into where it's worth it to take spreads. If you think you should take a spread, the money line is going to get juicy, 170, 80, 90. But 3.5 is just like, what do I do with this number? In this case, the money line was still, what did I get it at? 165? Yeah, minus 165. So I found that to be attractive enough to just go ahead and take the money line and not have to worry about the points. UCLA did win by 12 when they played a month and a half ago at UCLA, which on one hand, I mean, I don't know. I could see why that would draw people a bit on UCLA. But on the other hand, we're talking about 2 mid teams here. In general, it's hard to beat teams in your conference 2 times. And I think that mid teams are going to do mid shit, and mid shit is lose on the road to a team that you beat by 12 at home. And so I'm feeling pretty strong from that standpoint as well. Washington, obviously, a game better on the record overall. And I think UCLA is more talented. I think UCLA can shoot better. But Vegas having this game as far out as 3.5 does give me a little more confidence with my money line bet. I don't know that I would have been as drawn to Washington money line if this was a 1 or a 2. But having them all the way out to a projected 3 or 4 point win, that's comfortable enough for me. But I didn't check the Ken Palm. I don't know where he's at, but I'm feeling strong enough about Washington in this spot to grab him for a unit. And I almost took a couple more plays to this end as well. But if there's 2 mid-ass teams with incredibly comparable records playing, and you got a short favorite at home, I'm generally going to lean in the direction of that favorite, and that's all that this is here. So, go Huskies! That's what I got.